Welcome back to another video where today I'm going to be attempting to beat this amazing F1 car that I found in the workshop just now by Burxionu. Not even going to try to pronounce it, but this thing is amazing looking. I just love the way they did this car. And this right here is a refrigerator. Yep, it's a refrigerator. It's a pretty cool refrigerator though. It can open. Yeah, and it can open that. It's pretty cool. That's about all there is to it. But I'm going to make this refrigerator drop a faster time around this track than this F1 car. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, but I'm going to do it, and it's going to be cool. So first, I need to set a benchmark. Like, just how fast is this F1 car? So I'm going to do a lap here, and that's going to be our time. I've done some practice, so hopefully I don't do too terrible. So here we go. I am off to the races. Oh boy. It's quite hard to control one of these things. It doesn't turn amazing, but it's really fast. So I think it's a good one to use for this. But I just love the way that it looks with the cool spoiler and everything. The halo's done really well too. It's just a super great looking car. Perfect. All right, here's the straight. This is where this car is really going to shine. There we go. We're hitting 176, maybe 177. Oh, nope. No 177. But that's okay, because that's not what this car is about. And here we go. Our time was 1 minute 48.36 seconds. So, I mean, let's get straight into it. So, 1 minute 48 seconds, 0.36. Let me write that down. And I am now going to start building the refrigerator. First things first, I gotta move the chair that is connected with invisible power couplings. And I'm going to place it inside the refrigerator because I don't really know where else to put it. It's kind of hard to see inside of there too, so I'm just gonna Perfect. We're gonna remove these things because they cost us space and I don't like it. What else are we gonna do? We are going to remove these. Well, let's just get the seat in there first. I'm gonna put the seat up just like that. Takes up a little amount of space. I think that's gonna be the best bet for us. I'm now going to delete that right there, and I'm going to replace it with wedges so that I can be a little bit lighter than I was. I intend to use space thrusters to power this thing because they tend to be really good in terms of density to overall power. So now I'm going to get rid of those goobers right here. Okay, and now what else am I going to do? I got to make sure that these shield pieces are still connected. So I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to... Actually, well, let's just put this right back down on top here so I can get a better visualization of what's attached and what's not. Okay, so that entire door is no longer attached because it isn't attached. I mean, that's all there is to it. So we're just going to put these little block 1x4s up top here. And I'll see you guys on the other side once I delete all these blocks. There we go. I've successfully made a little bit more room on the inside for thrusters. So now I guess I'm just going to jam thrusters in it. But I also need to think about gyros. So I'm going to clear out this little section down here. Perfect. We're going to set that to 10 because I know this thing's going to need all the stabilization it can get. I'm now going to remove the door again so I can look inside of this absolute monstrosity. And we are going to pack it tight with thrusters. There are our skis, so our refrigerator hasn't changed other than we filled it up just a tad bit. And I think it's ready for our first test run. Oh my gosh. This thing gets going quite fast, I'd say. Yeah, it's doing well. We're going to need some help turning, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to recruit the help of some quantum rudders. There we go. I've successfully stuffed some quantum rudders in here to help us turn, and I think we're ready for our first test lap here. So here we go, all lined up. I just remembered that I have to have a wheel on the ground, so we are going to replace our skis with wheels. We now have wheels, which will help us turn as well. So I'm going to get into position now and hope this all works out. So here we go, line up. Oh boy, here we go. Go! All right, so I think our top speed is a little bit worse, but I'm hoping our turning is going to be better. Come on. Go, go, go. We're handling the turns quite well. Hopefully, we can pick up the pace here because I know that we're probably falling behind just because of the top speed. So I don't think anything should be off the table for making this fridge faster than an F1 car because it's hilarious. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to aero glitch the front of it at least. I don't want to do a total aero glitch because that's going to take a lot of energy. But look at us go. We're just ripping through these turns, no problem. It's like a, what are they called? A Segway, yeah, with the 2 wheels. This is the future for refrigeration, you know? You come home and the fridge comes to you. You don't even have to get up to check if it's full of new food after not going anywhere to get new food. So it's just working great. I really wanted to use skis on the bottom of this thing, but I guess it doesn't turn on the start of the race, so I think the wheels are fine. But we're doing pretty well here. We're at 1 minute and 30 seconds, so I do not think we're going to beat the F1 with this run. But after we make some modifications, I bet it'll actually be quite fast. Here we go, last turn. Unfortunately, I see 2 minutes up there in the top right, so we have not beaten my time with the F1 car, but that's okay. Time to make this thing a whole heck of a lot faster. So, unfortunately, while I was aero glitching, my recording software has crashed, and I did a little bit of racing with it, but it's okay. We're going to do it all over again, so you can see just how fast this thing is now. So let's line up here to see if this thing is faster than the F1 car once and for all. And we're off. A little bit of a slow start, but that's okay because this thing gets going almost freaking 200 miles an hour around the very first turn. Oh my gosh. Oh, here comes a tight one. Go. We're good. We're good. We're good. We made it. Another tight turn. This thing doesn't care. I know those people pulled way ahead of us, but those aren't F1 cars. Those are machines designed for speed. Not that this fridge isn't designed for speed. That was the only thing in mind when I built it. Because who would need to keep their stuff cold? Psychopaths, that's who. It's much more important that your fridge can break 200 miles an hour in under 5 seconds. That is way more important. You know what this thing reminds me of? It reminds me of the Tesla Cybertruck. Lots of flat sides. You know, in fact, this thing's faster than the Tesla Cybertruck, and it only has 2 wheels. And the design, I'd say, is a bit more effort put into it, too, you know? It's got lots of curvature, unlike the Tesla Cybertruck. See, the handles? That counts as curvature. Along with these, you know, that's really all the curvature, but it's still better than Tesla Cybertruck. And it doesn't explode. So I think that's a win-win here. This fridge will get you where you're going very fast. Safety-wise, just don't crash. You don't want to know what happens. It won't be good. Clearly, this is an amazing machine. We might not actually break that. Oh, what am I saying? We're going to demolish the F1 car. Here we come. Second to last turn. Ooh, touch the sand a little bit. Here it is. Bam. Let's see the time. 1 minute 33.06. So the time that we got with the F1 car was 1 minute 46.36. So we've absolutely smashed that amazing, well-designed F1 car by that guy. But this is obviously better. The time doesn't lie. It is more of an F1 car than the F1 car. We may have sacrificed a little bit of your necessities, you know, like keeping the food cold, having place to put the food. You know, you can jam it by your feet, by your face, and you have to look straight downwards, and there's no way seeing out. You kind of just got to be in third person, you know. It's easy. And the freezer, you don't have much space. It's all next to the gyro stabilizers, which I guarantee generate heat. But I think this is clearly the superior vehicle, as it has set the better time. It is no shenanigans and is completely realistic and would function in real life. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.